Hey guys, so today we're just gonna do something a little different. We're not gonna go in with the super low group stuff. At least I'm not. There's plenty of guides out there that shows with starter units, starter in quotation marks, so I thought I'd just go about it my own way. The contracts today include the daily contract, Ice Melter, which is Ice Cleavers and Ice Cleaver leaders gain big buffs. Precipitous Terrain, which is 7 tiles are unavailable. The Inertia Zone. What's that? Extends Stun, Cold, Freeze. And Last Line of Defense, which is just the reduced seal number. So that'll give you your 8, and this is the squad. Utage with first skill, because she may need to use the skill just to stop blocking. We're going to use Astesia. That's only because I don't have Moose. If I had Moose, I would use Moose skill 1. Scavenger and Myrtle. You will need Myrtle. Scavenger you can replace with anyone, any regular Vanguard. We're going to use Ethan, and I'm going to swap Ethan over to skill 2 for the talent trigger, which is a bind. Aura, need a tanky tank. Matoimaru with first skill, which is a self-heal. You can use more or less anybody that's got a self-heal, any guard with a self-heal. Gummy with skill 2. I'm using Warfarin because I don't have Suzaru at E2. If I had her at E2, I would be using Suzaru. Bigna, Thermite, and Ifrit with skill 2. Ifrit's the 6-star, because support units are fine and you reward your mates for bringing support units. I've decided to start doing these daily guides with 6 stars, so yeah. Find a mate with an Ifrit, bring him along. So initially, right off the bat, we're just going to want to get Myrtle straight in, and Scavenger straight in as well. So Scavenger's going to go here, and we're going to use Myrtle's skill. And as soon as Vigna's ready to drop in, we're going to put in Vigna facing off to the right. After that, we're going to start deploying properly, so you're going to want your healer here, facing across to the right. And just make sure you keep cycling these vanguards initially. Really important to get those deployment points going as soon as possible. Ifrit in, facing again off to the right. And, whoop, not Utage, we're going to want your best tank here. And Matoimaru over here. So just waiting for deployment points again. Just make sure Matoimaru is staying topped up. And then once the second one comes out, we're just going to pop in Stesia or Moose just here. Next, we're going to want Ethan here. Just in front of everything. Stasia's skill to help kill that drone, little spooter drone. Oop, wasn't watching Vigna, but that's okay. Utage here, facing again off to the right. And now, since deployment points are good, we're going to deploy Gummy. So just going to use Ethan's skill. Just try and stun up some of these and bind them. So now this first defense crush is going to be a bit wonky. Really just on the basis of the timing it comes out at. Because if your guards here cannot get that defense crush down before it stuns the guard here, like that, the Spooder will sneak through. So we're just going to use Ethan's skill again. And here comes that Spooder, so we're just going to replace with Vigna. And now as you can see, Utage is sort of kind of handling that. Matoimaru's skill just to keep it topped up. So we're going to just use Gummy's skill here. And this is where you would also use Suzuru's skill. Right before this guy comes out. This first leader. So we're going to use Utage's skill there. Ethan's skill. And now it's really important here that we hold until the second leader comes out. So just keep a very close eye on your Korra. She should be okay, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. As you can see, again, over this side, when the second defense crusher comes out, is when things will go very awry on this side. I wasn't watching, I probably should have been watching Estacia, but I wasn't. That's a bit of a cock up on my end, but that's okay. With the way the defense crusher works, typically you'll use... well, with Moose you won't have to worry about a skill, because she'll be using skill 1, so she'll be running on her own steam, as it were. But typically this caster won't get through. I mean, it's not going to be a problem for me this time, because Vigna's just going to make a mess of it. And so we're going to... I'm fairly certain that defense crusher should be the last one, so we're going to use Vigna to finish off the caster. And I'm really worried about Korra there. So I'm going to use Korra's skill. And then we're going to start cooking with Gummy. And then I'm going to use Ethan's skill. Pull back Vigna. And now, right now, I'm going to deploy Thermite in there. And hopefully, Gummy's healing should keep him going. So we're just going to start redeploying our guards in behind. It doesn't really matter which one at this point. So obviously as soon as Gummy's skill, Korra's skill is ready, because this is going to be really dicey with the leader, you're just going to use the skill again. I'm just going to let that guy through. As long as he gets there while Stasia's skill's running, he'll get eaten. Chop, chop. And that's it. Now look, it's pretty hairy. I don't doubt that if you were using Suzuru, it would be a lot better just because of her skill set. That second skill she's got really helps with keeping healing going constantly, whereas most other healers just have really, really severe breaks in between. But yeah, for the most part, that's it. I hope that helps you guys. For the most part, you should have all of these, all except for obviously Estesia. Maybe Warfarin, but like I said, both of those are replaced by Moose and Suzuru respectively. So yeah, Moose skill 1, Suzuru skill 2. And that should get you through. Just save Suzuru's skills until the leaders come out. And make sure you use Korra's skill effectively. Or as effectively as you can. The other thing to bear in mind is Gummy's second skill does have a 10-second warm up. So you really need to remember that Gummy's skill needs to be used proactively. Alternative to Gummy, you can use Knurl skill 2. And Knurl skill 2 activates immediately. Second to that, Knurl also increases healing received by operators map wide by 10%. So there's a plus to using Knurl over Gummy. A very big plus, but it's up to you guys what you want to use, and yeah, hopefully that helps. So tomorrow I'll be streaming live, and I hope to see you then. See you guys.